Osio and Heidi Hoes. Sorry I'm running late. It's been a day. Hey Dina, I know your signal sucks. Hi, meet me in outer space. Hi, killer of demons. Um, everything's going kaboom outside and everything. And my friend Ali wants me to pick up a stove for him, but he starts me on these wild goose chases and then drops it. So we're trying to get everything coordinated because I'm going to have to use his van, but for some dumb reason, he's letting one of the employees use his van, and this new employee is an arrogant prick. It's just insane. I mean, apparently this guy had worked at the place before for a different owner, and he got fired. Hey, Brandon. um, and this guy is arrogant. He is dismissive to women. I was down there with one of the employees, and she tried to, tell him who I was. Oh, yeah, I've seen her around here. I don't need to know. Dude, I'm pretty close with Ali. He calls me his sister. I wouldn't pull that if you're new here, okay? Um, what was it? Day before yesterday, it was an absolute clusterfuck because one of the employees quit because she's an alcoholic and can't be reliable. Her wait, no, not her. Two of the employees had the weekend off, so he was down to two employees, and one of them decided they weren't going to show up or something, and the person that was there had been there since 4:30 and was going to be there until at least 2, but they had no idea who was taking over at 2. It's like, I don't know how to run this stuff. I can't be on my feet that long. I can't even sit down that long. Running back and forth, it's just, it's all not a good idea. Um, but once my back gets dealt with next week, one more week, yay! If he wants to train me for stuff just for emergencies and emergencies alone, that's fine. But this other guy, he wouldn't answer his phone. And he's got Ali's van. Dude, where are you? Where's the van? And when the other employee finally got a hold of him, he was really, short with her and rude. I don't know anything about it. Not my problem. Dude, you're supposed to be here today. Nobody told me anything about it. It's on the calendar. Well, when he finally showed up, he acted like he was doing her a big favor. And then he pulled the shit with me, and, he's already pissed the manager off. Whatever. But the thing is, he's using Ali's van, and I'm going to need Ali's van to go pick up this stove that he wants me to get. And now it's trying to coordinate with Ali. It's like, well, you gotta find a way to give me the money and the van, and and it becomes this big clusterfuck. And with this other employee being such an asshole, it's ridiculous. And because then I gotta go do what I need to do, pick up the van, run my errands, head off, get the stove, go to my appointment, and then head north. It's just, and then on top of this, apparently he had one of his employees from up north come down to the place that he's renting for some reason. I can't remember what it was, but shit. Anyway, he's renting a place or an apartment or something from a 72-year-old lesbian. And everything was great. He's very quiet. He's clean. Ali is. He signed a 6-month lease, and he paid the entire 6 months in advance. Well, this employee needed to, go into his apartment, and apparently they stopped him and told him he needed to leave immediately or they would call the police. And then they told Ali he needs to move immediately. Under Washington state law, oh, the laws they are breaking. For one thing, I guess they want to be able to go into his apartment anytime they feel like it. And that is a violation of the law. You have to give a 48-hour notice. Because when you're renting a space, that's your space. That on the surface level, that belongs to you. And I've dealt with this before with other issues here with tenants' rights and stuff like that, because people either don't know the laws as, landlord tenancy, but they expect that their renters don't know or won't do anything. So they want to be able to go in anytime they like. And I said they can't do that. They need a 48-hour written notice unless there's an emergency. If there is an emergency, then they can go in, but they also have to let you know immediately. But then they're saying, he has to move out immediately. And it's like, no, he's got a 6-month lease paid in advance. And you have to give him a 60-day written notice, especially since there's been no violations of any rules, etc., etc. And he's allowed to have guests. If he wants somebody to go into his place, he's given them a key. They can go into his place. So they're just violating his rights all over the place. So I had to write up some stuff and look up some RCWs and all this other crap. And on top of that, they had somebody call him and threaten him. Now, keep in mind, they're also not reporting this income to Social Security. And they've told him, keep this on the down low because, we don't have to report it. It's like, you have given him so much ammunition here, you don't even realize. But the problem is, he is not white and he has an accent, so they automatically think he's stupid. Well, he may be new to this state, basically, but he knows people who know what his rights are. And this bitch can go fuck herself. So I've written up, a paper with all this information that he needs. And let's see, what does the last paragraph say? Let's see. Any attempt to evict without a minimum 60-day written notice is a violation of Washington state tenancy laws. This is an attempt to break a lease contract without due process and may lead me to seek legal recompense with my attorney. As you have stated, you are not reporting the rental income to the Social Security. This also constitutes fraud of the federal government, which would be exposed should I have to take legal relief and compensation to myself for any legal and moving fees I may incur. As we have a written lease, I must let you know I have tenancy rights which may not be violated. Any threats will be recorded with both my attorney and the local police and will be handled accordingly within the scope of the law. Hi, Blakes. Happy white people finally got free of their oppression from other white people day. Because, when it comes down to it, that's basically what it is. And then on a high note, on such a day, we've got a white woman of a protected class oppressing a man of another protected class. So we've got a white lesbian woman attacking a brown man, basically. And so if I suddenly cut this short, it's probably because Ali is calling me back, because we're trying to coordinate with the van and all this other crap and junk and stuff and things and yay yay. And he tends to send me on these wild goose chases and then drops things. Like the broster thing. Oh, can you find me a broster? Can you find me a broster? I find a broster. It's used but not heavily used, and they want like 4,000 for it. And he's like, "Oh, do you think they will take less? Do you think no, Ali? It's $4,000 for a like new broster. You know how much they cost new? They're over $9,000 new. It's a good deal, you know. Make the exchange and everything, and let's get this dealt with." And there's the people with the stove. But then he did nothing to get, you know, the cash to me or set it up, and now the guy doesn't even want to talk to us anymore. It's like, oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, he gets a bug about something and then just goes off and then leaves me standing there trying to, make this deal, and I turn around and he's gone off in another direction. It's like, oh, look, squirrel. Ooh, he's gone. Blake's, my friend Ali has been renting a space from this woman, and she wants the right to go in anytime she wants, which is a violation. They must give 48 hours written notice unless it's an emergency, and then he must be notified immediately. And he has a 6-month lease paid in advance. He tried to have somebody that he knew go into his space, and they told the person that they had to leave immediately or they would call the police, and then told Ali that he needs to move immediately. And with a lease, they have to give him 60-day written notice. It's not my store, it's my friend Ali's store, and he just has trouble navigating things, especially with his accent that a lot of people don't understand very well. So I do a lot of research and speaking for him. But one of the things we're going to have to discuss tomorrow is he's going to have to make a decision about letting me take some control of some things, at least in the store here. Because he's got a lot of extraneous things around the store that have absolutely no use. Let me coordinate getting rid of them, work it out with your manager that if I need cash or something, we'll write it out, receipt, make sure you know where every penny is going. Like there's an old one of those things where you can rent or trade or whatever those propane canisters. He doesn't use it. Let me call them and tell them to come and pick it up, get it off the property. He's got a box there for firewood, supposedly to sell bundles of firewood, but one of the employees looked in there and none of the wood is bundled and it's full of spiders. It's like, let's get rid of that. Once my back is done, let's get the power washer out there and get some shit done, and let's get some things cleaned up and make it more inviting, update some things, and I'm the queen of cheap, so I'm gonna find a way to do so on a budget. And I'll do what I can to help him out, whatever, within whatever means I have, which, of course, again, in another week will be easier. But, I've got to go to this doctor appointment tomorrow and everything. And it's just been one of those days where everything, it's like a high-speed chase or something, and it's just going in circles. And so anyway, yes, for those of you not in this country, it is the 4th of July. It is Independence Day. And everybody has, in this economy, spent a shit ton of money for things that go boom. And I've been dealing with people setting off cannons and bombs and shit for a few days, and just insane. And I did get some very good news. When I was down at the store, another one of my another one of my neighbors came in, and apparently these assholes that I have trouble with, all the bedrooms are upstairs in that house, and apparently the bitch can't get up the stairs anymore, and her husband can't get her up the stairs anymore. So they're gonna sell and move. There's one nightmare that could be over soon. Please go away quickly. So I'm not going to be on here too long because I got to do a bunch of setting up to get the hell out of here early tomorrow. So, oh shit, what? Oh, you know who just went live. I don't care. I don't care. There may be some stuff happening there very soon that she's not going to like. And she can keep crying about karma all she wants. Anyway, I'd set up my stream, so, ended up changing the time because of all this stuff going on. And this is probably a sucky day to set up a stream for. So I'm going to head off because I got too much I got to do to set up for tomorrow. And then hope that Ollie gets his end of things set up. Because I don't know which van I need to fuel up and all this other crap. It's like, dude, come on. Stop leaving me hanging here. And I'm being disrupted by the neighbors setting off a bunch of kaboom shit. So I'll talk to you all another day. Later. Bye.